that maybe we didn't get that. Okay. Hi.
There we go. There we go. Okay. So welcome everybody to Can't Hear You Girls. Yeah, so I think we got that. Yep, there we go. So welcome everybody. We're going to be doing the June unboxing, and we're going to start here with our lovely Hawaiian Tropics necklace. So we've got the pattern here. And this was really a fun one to do. It was a lot of wire working, which is something that people don't do as much. Like, we don't do as much because we do a lot of bead weaving. So it was really a fun change for us. So Hawaiian Tropics, I'm going to start out just by reading a little of that, what do we call this? Blurb.
Inspiration.
We call it a blurb because it's a blurb, an inspiration blurb.
Do you want me to go out a little bit?
Yeah, go out a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and I can move this over a little bit too, yeah. So as we get that situated, aloha! Escape from the chaos of every day and find solace in a much needed break from the hustle with this month's Hawaiian Tropics Best Bead Box. During your sojourn to Island Time, find artistic inspiration in watching sleek, silvery dolphins frolicking in the surf while being hugged by lush, verdant greens and the smells of pink hibiscus flowers. So relax on your personal Hawaiian island with this month's Best Bead Box and discover new beauty, creativity, and adventure. Keeping up, so let's go ahead and talk about that giveaway first thing here. So our giveaway is going to be of one of the XL boxes. So comment, somehow behind the scenes they are going to sort of randomly figure out who is going to win one of the boxes. So there will be no favoritism.
No, it's generated.
It's generated, yeah. So Jenny, you can't win the box.
What if I comment?
Get off your phone. Stop commenting. So we're gonna do a giveaway, and we'll remind you guys throughout, just so just to keep everybody interested and remember for those people who come in later.
Did you say whether they have to leave a comment?
You do have to comment because you will be picked based on not exactly what you comment, but if you comment, because that's how we'll figure out. We'll kind of randomly select one of the comments, and then of course whoever made the comment will get the box. So that's how we're going to do that. So just don't forget to comment. And also, hey, it doesn't hurt if you want to. It doesn't hurt if you want to like us, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, not that that's going to help you win the box, but it'll help us, and then we can do more giveaways in the future. So it all works. There we go. There we go. Okay. See, I was in here in the studio recording the other day, and I was moving that around, so I can just do that instead of leaning in. So Hawaiian Tropics, we wanted to do a box that was very lush. And so you can see here we have this beautiful Hawaiian lace sort of inspired necklace with lots of wire working and links, and it was really a big hit on YouTube, so I was really excited about that.
Should we go back so we can see the comments?
Yeah, so I'm flipping between the screens here so you can see comments and not comments. Okay. Comments. On one screen I have comments, on the other screen I have a way better view of what I look like. So
in real time.
In real time. So I gotta balance that. The pink beads are beautiful. What are they? Okay, so let's dive into materials and start talking about materials. So for this Hawaiian Tropics necklace, you are going to get, and I'm going to do this in...
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's do it in order. Okay, so you're going to get an end cone. So the end cone is right here, of course, you can see. And that's going to kind of be like your point where everything kind of comes together, and then you add your dangles from there. And then you've got some 80 seed beads.
That's a really fun color.
Yeah, so this one, I almost didn't get it, but I had to jump through some hoops to get this color. You know, because of production and manufacturing, there's always like, oh, we don't have this, but we have this. Can we interest you in this other color? And I said, no. You cannot interest me in that other color. I want this color.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have this beautiful color here. It is the Silverline Dyed Lilac. It may be called something else, someplace else. So whenever you are looking for the same color seed bead, you want to look for that 8 number, that 8 number, the manufacturing number that Miyuki actually assigns to the color, because that, just like Delica's, if you're familiar with Delica's, there's always that DB number. So that will tell you exactly what color it is that the manufacturer thinks it is, instead of just somebody arbitrarily calling it something.
Yeah.
And then we also have the Czech maple leaves, which you can see in here.
One of my favorite beads.
I love these beads too. Pink is gorgeous, yeah. Yeah, pink is, yeah, and these maple leaves. So we did carry some maple leaves before, but we got a whole new line of maple leaves in a bunch of different colors and matted. So these just add a little bit more texture. I always like mixing like matted and shiny things. So then you also have the rounds. The
melons?
The
Potomac
crystal, yeah, Potomac crystal rounds. So you kind of have the whole like pink, purpley, green, red, all of those colors. And then we have the melon beads. So the melon beads are, I think, the ones that somebody was asking about. The leaves.
People are saying they love the box.
Aw, thank you.
Also, hi, Nancy. She said hi.
Also, hi, Nancy. So these melons are just like, we have the melons in a bunch of different sizes. I think from like 3 millimeter to I think 8 is the largest that we carry them in. But they're really a fun shape because they just have that little bit of extra melonness to them. It's nice to have like a round bead that you can use just like a round bead, but it's not just a boring round bead. So that was really fun. And again, these are matte, and they also have a bit of like a swirly, crystally pink color to them. So just kind of like a really fun, bright, Hawaiian-y kind of bead. And then what else we have in here? Gemstone round beads.
Every time I pull out a bead, I'm like, oh, I love this bead. Oh, I love this bead.
Tropical drink. Yeah. You could make yourself a little tropical drink and get yourself like a little pieces of wire. Little pieces of wire, and then make little, almost like, you know how they used to make those old wire flowers with seed beads, like in France they made them? You could make yourself little drink, like, decorations.
Oh, like drink markers almost?
Yeah, like drink markers or like umbrellas, but you'd have to use
cute.
a stick wire or something, yeah. Don't swallow the wire. I didn't say any of that. I just realized how bad of an idea that was. I didn't say any of that. Okay. Hot glue them onto your straw. Okay, Czech glass flower caps. Yeah, this gemstone is really nice. The jade, for those people who aren't really that familiar with jade, it just has such a beautiful, I think you should make a beaded tropical beverage. Yeah, I think I saw that. I was scrolling through Pinterest or something the other day, and somebody had a little bead embroidered, like little drink that they had made. A little pin or pendant or something. It's cute. Jade is a really nice gemstone because it has, I want to say, almost like a translucent kind of quality to it. It's like if you hold it up to the light, you could see through it. And of course, jade is used a lot for carving, and when you carve through it, and they made those beautiful like jade bowls, when you carve through it, then the light comes through, so it's really, really pretty. These may not really work for carving.
Just enjoy.
But just enjoy the beautiful jade that it is. And then you've got the flower cap. So we gave you a couple different colors here, some purple and the pink. So again, just like, I love the purple with the red too. Like this combination right here is really nice. So if you have extra left over and you wanted to do something similar or completely different, I like this combination here of the green with the purple and the red. Purples and reds look really nice together because again, it's like kind of it's close on the color wheel. It's next to each other, so that works really well. And then, of course, we gave you the wire because you need, let's not forget about that. So the wire, jade is my favorite. Yeah, very natural and earthy. The little things you put, like on the little wine charms is what they call those.
And this is a product that we don't sell yet.
Well, we do now.
They get to sample it first.
Oh, yeah. So we do now. So that goes on there for the ones that we sell online. So you'll be able to see exactly what it is. But this is a wire.
You want the label?
Yeah. Thank you. This is wire. This is a spool of something silver. This is 24 gauge and you have 15 feet, which is more than enough to do the project. So you'll have some left over if you wanted to do a little bracelet or have fun.
Earrings.
Earrings, try to do something with earrings. Make sure to comment because we are giving away XL box to a random lucky commenter. Yes. So if you're liking this and you've joined recently, we did mention earlier that we're going to be giving away a free box, a free XL box. Kind of like, I think I can say we're giving away a little Hawaiian vacation.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be able to like be on one of those shows and be able to be the person to say, and you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a Hawaiian Tropics necklace vacation. It's only an imaginary vacation. It's only a mental vacation. But I feel like that's not false advertising. No. So the wire is, it's our brand, so that's why it's new. But it's a fantastic wire. It is 99% fine silver coated copper. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. Like you get a beautiful silver color without having to pay the price of sterling silver. So it's great for pretty much any project that you would need to use wire for. And we got it in a whole bunch of different gauges, the most popular, versatile gauges. This is a 15-foot spool, but the ones that we sell, that we're going to sell online, you get larger spools of that. So let me just put this to the side. And a beautiful little card that Jenny made. Show off your handiwork there.
Amber made that.
Oh, well, that's beautiful. Did you make that? No?
No. Amber made that.
Okay, well.
I printed it.
Beautiful work that Amber did. That's fine. Well, you did a beautiful printing job. You did a lovely printing job. So that is the Hawaiian Tropics. I think we covered everything in that. So, yes, you get that out of there. So again, for the stash, because we always include lots of beads for your stash, we have this beautiful color going on here. I love this. And so for the stash, we have, sorry, it's all kind of mixed up in there, the daisy beads, Czech daisies. So we included a neutral, we like to include neutrals and metallics because you can use them with a whole bunch of different things. And we included this mix of metallics. Just one in my lap, it's okay. We included this mix of metallics because you can pull out from there if you want something darker or lighter. We have Aztec gold in there, and we have, well, the metallic mix color is its own color, but then within that, you're going to have ones that look like an Aztec gold. You're going to have some that are darker, that are almost like the green, like the purple iris gold, has all that kind of color variation in it. So it was just kind of a good mix to include so that as you pull those items out, you can pick one or two that are going to match really well with the rest of what you're working with. And again, flowers, it'd be really cute to do a necklace with these little flowers, maybe put a little seed bead at the end to make like a little fluff bracelet with all these little flowers.
Be cute.
And your leaves, so very lush. And then we also pewter lobster clasp. So we included a large lobster clasp. We have some of these online as well, and I thought that I wanted to include a large lobster because there's a lot of different things that you can do with jewelry or beads that isn't necessarily just earrings or necklace or bracelet. Yeah. So the live tutorial that we're going to do next week is going to show you how to make a really cool key fob. And the large lobsters are really awesome for attaching to, I mean, if you want to make a big necklace or a bracelet, it's really good for that too. But something else you can do with these is use them for a key fob, or if you wanted to even attach like a scarf or something to it, and then this would just be what you use to, like this is large enough to go around the metal pieces like on your purses.
Yeah.
What's the word purse?
You could also use it for a badge holder if you have to wear one of those. I forgot about those.
Yeah, badge holder. Yeah, so anything that's going to require something a bit larger than your average lobster. So those are really fun. So we included one of those. And then we also have a cabochon. I love to include cabochons because they're just like little mini works of art. And they're also just super easy to turn into a piece of jewelry. Magnets. Obviously you can bezel them, you can do bead embroidery, we have the bezels that you can just glue them into, so it's a super easy way to make a piece of jewelry if you don't want to do anything real crazy or time consuming.
We also sell pin backs. Did you say pin back?
I didn't say pin back, but that's true too. Yeah.
Just occurred to me.
So I love including cabochons. Those of you who've gotten the boxes for a while probably have a huge collection of cabochons if you haven't done anything with them. So go, I don't think we do sell magnets. We do sell the magnets.
Oh, we do?
We do sell some magnets, yeah,
cool.
the really, the neodymium magnets, yeah. But you can also just grab like that magnet strip stuff that like you cut and you peel the back off of. And you can just make a ton of like cute little magnets for your fridge. So if you're not a big cabochon person, use them like that, and then you just have like a little collection
of very
fancy fridge magnets, one representing each box you got. And then we also have, really is there something I need to, I like the cabs. I like to practice bezeling and trying new ways. Yeah, I love that. What a delightful grouping of beads. Thank you. So if anybody is commenting and saying how much they love it, but they don't already get the box, don't forget that we're doing that giveaway. So keep typing, keep commenting. I see all these comments coming through, and I'm like, oh, why are so many people? Oh, because of the giveaway.
And this box is getting rave reviews so far.
Good. So yeah, we usually get very nice comments, but sometimes it's just like overwhelming how much people appreciate and like certain combinations. And then the two-hole beads, two-hole halo beads.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've included these before. What if you already get a box subscription? Well, then you will get twice as many beads, or you will be able to use it as a gift to give to somebody who you know likes beading, but they don't subscribe already. That's a great way to show somebody firsthand what it is if you think they'd be interested. Just a one-time thing. You don't have to sucker them into subscribing.
Or have just a fun beading night.
Yeah,
where
just have a fun beading night. You can also use two magnets for brooches too. Yeah. What giveaway? Just hopped on. Yeah, so we just mentioned it, but yeah, the giveaway, we're going to give away one of these boxes, the XL version, so you'll get everything that you see as we unbox this today. So we're going to give that away to somebody who is commenting, and we're going to randomly pick. So don't just say this is the best box ever. You guys are amazing, and this is all I need for the rest of my life. You guys are amazing.
Well, you can still
say that, but we're not going to play favorites. So, and Jenny's already been told she can't comment. Oh yeah, so the 2-hole halo beads. Another great thing to have in your stash. You can use the jade in there, perfect. And that would be a really pretty bracelet, just lining these up. Now the jade has 1 hole and these have 2 holes, so you kind of cross it and put it through, and you can ignore the 1 hole, or because they are 2 holes and you want to try to use both holes, we have Duos. So we gave this fun random kind of, not completely random, but this fun mix of Duos. And these are in some like kind of tropical and bright colors, things that comment or complement the rest of the box. So what I was doing, I was playing around at home and I was making kind of this random bracelet and then putting some beads around it and kind of tying it all together. Oh, Jenny, is your head in the way? Okay, it's hard to tell.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Okay, let me make us a little bit. It's cheek.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry. The magic of being live. So I just wanted people to not have to stare, trying to look behind your head. So yeah, so I was just making like this fun little bracelet where I just linked them all together. So you're going to get a kind of a random mix. Everyone's getting the same mix of beads, but you'll get kind of this fun random mix, and you can create something really cool with that.
And I wanted to say, if there are certain colors that you like and want to purchase more of, on the inspiration page for the June box, we have put a list with links for each color.
Yeah, you got to get that plug-in for the inspiration page, because I don't know if everybody knows it's there. Mm-hmm. And one of the really great things about getting the box is we, like Jenny just said, we put that inspiration page together. So when you go to the inspiration page, you're going to see listed a bunch of different beads that are from the box, and it'll be like Duos. You did Duos on there? Mm-hmm. Okay. didn't want to do any false advertising. So you'll see Duos, and then we'll link to a bunch of different videos using Duos. You may need to buy, of course, other supplies, or you may have stuff in your stash, but it's a great jumping off point for just inspiration for what you can do with the beads in the box.
You'll also find at the bottom of that, if you want to purchase more of the beads from the box, the products are right there too.
Perfect, yeah. Everything's labeled, of course, in the box, but also on the inspiration page, the beads are listed there, so you can easily click on stuff and get it pretty easily. So we also have, the Czech table cut sunflower beads. So honestly, I had actually tried to get these for another box, but they came a little late. But they fit in really well here, so I put them in with this one. Again, this is kind of like this red. This is a little bit darker, but I love it mixed in with this. I mean, you could make a really cool, you could make your own sort of version of this, adding these beads in with it. So you're getting, yeah,
right? That's really pretty.
Yeah, I love that. I love like the light and dark, and the darkness and variation of these guys goes really well with these red crystals. So yeah, so just another option for something you can do there. And then some Ava beads. So we have Ava beads we don't put in boxes at all, really, because they are delicate, but I took a chance with this one. So the vitriol, so the vitriol here is going to be, it's going to give you some more of that like lush green, so playing off of the jade and the green leaves, and also there's a vitriol mix in the Duos. So yeah, so that's, just like another like lush kind of green color that you can use. And with the Ava beads, you don't really need a whole lot for a project. So if you're doing earrings, we have those drop earrings, and we have some other projects that are just using like 1 or 2 Avas. You can put them together and make something. So it doesn't, a little Ava goes a long way.
Allie
Because they're big beads. Go ahead.
Allie has a cute one that's just on a chain.
Oh yeah, very cute. And then you can, it has, I guess it technically has 3 holes because it runs through.
Yeah.
Is your head in the way? Okay. It's hard to tell in this little thing. So that you're fine. Don't be paranoid, Jenny.
Big head.
So the hole runs through the top here. So you could take a chain or little string of seed beads and run through, and then you could hang a little briolette down there, and that would be an adorable little necklace, just a little sort of charm.
It could also be 2-sided, because the other side is just silver.
Yeah, because the other side is silver or clear, so you could flip it depending on what you're wearing that day. So the Distu mix we already went over. Yeah, you can just pull a Distu in there, all kinds of fun stuff. And then also bead caps. I love these little bead caps.
So cute.
They're so cute. So these are little silver bead caps, but this is one of those times where if I had somebody like right over there with a camera, I'd be like, zoom in on these. Because I don't know why, but I just think they are the bee's knees. I think they are so, so cute. And they look really great on.
Put one on
They look really good when you wear them. But they look, yeah, let me get a,
I guess from that angle you're not going to see it.
no, but let me, no, but that's cute.
A little pumpkin.
Yeah. So when I first started making jewelry, I loved bead caps, and I went crazy. It was like every bead had a bead cap on it because it just was like so new to me, and it was such a little thing. But these little metal components are what really kind of take a project from, I'm just stringing something to I'm really designing and adding these metal components to give it a little extra flair. So I think they're just adorable.
Ava said you're still working behind my head.
Oh,
So
okay.
how about I?
So you got big head, Jenny. No, your head isn't there. So just so you can kind of see what those guys look like on. This is a box that just makes me want to string a whole bunch of things and just make. Isn't that a cute little earring? Like just like that. Mm-hmm. Just super cute. So the bead caps have a little design on them, but it looks like leaves or like a little lily leaf or lily petal. So I just thought those were adorable. And then we also have some super duo beads, and we're going to give you some silver super duos because silver is like really just kind of goes with everything.
I'm going to put them down here.
Yeah. And the rest of the metal in the box is silver. So if you wanted to make something silvery, you've got, silver beads, silver metal, so you could go that direction if you're doing something that you don't want to use a lot of the different colors. So including something in there very practical and versatile that you can kind of take in a whole bunch of different directions. And then we also have the waxed linen cord necklace.
I love these.
I do too.
I like to make beaded beads.
That is, one of these days I'm going to do a video, one of these days I'm going to do a video on just making some simple beaded beads because it's so much fun. Like last night I went home and I was just making simple little beaded beads, and you make them big enough that you can just slide them on the end of the chain, and then you've got a very versatile necklace where you can have one chain and you have a little box in your jewelry box of all your little beaded beads, and you switch it out depending on what you're wearing that day. So just very versatile and always great. If you wanted to do some sort of little pendants too that slid on, all you have to do is add a large enough loop to the top of this, and then you have a whole bunch of different little pendants that you can slide on and off, like one earring with the big loop at the top. What a nice variety to make lots of beautiful jewelry creations. Thank you. How thick is that cord?
So
So it's about 2 millimeters.
It looks like 2. It's
Yeah.
I think it's cut off on the tag, but.
But what you want to think about when you make something. So, do you have a
Flat?
Yeah, flat, round.
Oh, you want round?
Give me a round and a cutter. So what you want to think about is when you. Let me change this up a little bit. I'm having a little too much fun here. Is this what I want to do? That's kind of cute. Let's do this. So what you want to think about when you are making something like a little pendant is you want to make sure that the loop that you're making is big enough.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think my hat's in her way again.
Oh. Like over here.
There you go.
So you want to make sure that your loop is big enough to go through, or for the end of your finished necklace here to go through. So this is the smaller end, so I'm going to take a look at this end. The other one has a lobster on it, so that's a little bit bigger. And then if you move your pliers, or move your wire back farther on your pliers, you're going to make a bigger loop. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to make one of the biggest loops I can with this pair of pliers. And is that big enough? I take my chain through.
Nice.
Yeah, so that loop should be big enough. The ring there that I have is the largest point there. So I can, when I wrap this, just keep my loop nice and big. And there we go. And then you can make a whole bunch of little charms or pendants that then you can just, oops, must have made it too small.
They always
As I
shrink a little
instructed
bit when you wrap
everybody to make
them.
them big. There we
you got
go.
it.
Yeah. So yeah, so then you can just make a nice little collection of little pendants, and as long as you have a bunch of head pins, you only need like 1 or 2 of all these different little beads. So that's also another great thing to do with beads that you have left over from other boxes or just from your stash. You just make a whole bunch of these, and then you've got something to switch out every day. So this is the best box. So this is best. So of course, we got more. These are kind of all pushed together, but that's okay. I'm just going to push it up there. So for the best, we wanted to do something that was with seed beads because we did wire working.
Even
And yeah, sorry, what did I say?
just the best.
Oh, well, they're all the best. For the XL, we wanted to do something that was seed beads, getting you back to needle and thread, so that by the time you're finished, you give your fingers a little bit of break. So we haven't tried Ava Beads. It's going to be fun working with it. Yeah, check out the inspiration page. So we wanted to give you something that was seed beads, and this is all seed beads. This is the Daisy Bangle Bracelet. Or Bangle Bracelet, so it's a Daisy Bangle. And we included, there's 5 different colors of seed beads in the quantities that you need. It's a really adorable bangle. It's lightweight, and it just slides on and off. If you don't like bangles, you can of course just add a clasp on there. Something magnetic would be nice, or lobster or cup button, whatever you want to add. So yeah, let's see those colors. Yeah. So colors that go very well with the tropical theme here. So you'll have some extra beads from this. So we didn't include seed beads in the best, other than these guys here. So what I would do is, when you get the XL, you're just going to, well, these guys are a little bit mixed up too.
Yeah.
You can tell that we use these to do a photograph. But what you can do is take your extras and then incorporate these into whatever you're working on from the best stash. So I would take some of these seed beads and add them around the halo beads, and have some fun with that. So this way, there's really not a whole lot of seed beads in just the best because the XL gives you a lot of different colors. So that is the daisy bangle, and it is actually a very simple pattern. I'd recommend watching the video because the pattern, as beautiful as it is, it's you know, it's a rope. It's like a
tubular netting.
It's a tubular netting. Yeah, it's a rope or a tubular netting. So anything that's like a rope or tubular netting, it's gonna look like it's going out, but really it's just coming up. So check out the video because that's always, I always think the videos are really good to look at when you've got those sorts of tubular patterns.
Can I make one recommendation
Yes.
as well? I tried to make one with less colors than pictured, and if you're just getting started with it, use this many colors. I redid it like 5 times before I could get it. But if you use the colors, you'll get it the first time.
I think you tried doing one color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Fair.
She went from 5 colors to 1 color. But that is a good point. The colors really help you keep track of what stage you are.
Yeah.
And then when you get it down, then if you want to do 1 color, 2 colors, whatever you want to do, then you got it down.
Don't do 1 color.
Yeah, do 1 color. And then just for fun, I'll show this too. So we were kind of laughing about this, but it's really not actually that big. So I wanted to, because I'm always afraid that we're not going to include enough of something. So I always go a little bit overboard with how much we include. So this is the daisy bangle, so this is the size that I need for my wrist, and I have a pretty average wrist. But then we wanted to make sure we included plenty.
Your hand.
Yeah, because it's not just getting it over onto your wrist, you got to fit your hand. So that can be really difficult to, you know, anticipate like what everybody's going to need. So this is how big I could make it using.
It's in the middle.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, you could make. Well, you can't make 2, but it'd be fun to make 2 and then like connect them somehow. So you should be getting enough beads. You will be getting enough beads to make it this size here. And I didn't even use all the beads.
Yeah, you said you stopped a little shy.
Yeah, I stopped a little shy because I was like, I don't really need it bigger than this. But there weren't that many beads left over. So this should give you a good indication of what I strive for when we're putting these kits together. A kit in the box is going to be different than just a kit that we sell on the website because I'm trying to include not just what you need to get you through the kit, but so you have these beads for other projects as well. So we try to do that as much as possible. Thank you for being thoughtful of us fluffier girls. Yeah. Well, and that's, I mean, that's definitely part of it, but also just so that you have extra beads, because a lot of times you don't really need all the beads that are included, so it's nice to have them, you know, extra.
Somebody asked if this was all 11s. It is all 11s.
It is. It's all 11-Os, so very versatile because you're going to use a ton of 11-Os and a lot of different patterns, probably 11-Os more than any other size. So again, just adding to your collection there with some pretty Hawaiian springy colors that will go with a lot of different projects. And then of course we also have some XL stash beads. So if you can pull them out, I'll read through them if you can find them. So the Rivoli. So we're going to include the Rivoli. And this is a really pretty, I think, what is this one? Is this the volcano? No, this is the Sphinx, yeah. So this, it's always hard online because, or yeah, like on the video, because you can't see it quite as well as in person. But it's got the beautiful like purples and some coppers, so it picks up a lot of the different colors that we have here. I just received my box, yay! So this picks up a lot of the different colors, the purples, pinks, coppers, It goes really well with the vitrail and the Distu mix, so you could do something with that. And then we also have settings for the Rivolis. So we gave you one Rivoli, we gave you 2 settings. And so what you can do is, of course, you can put the Rivoli in the setting, and then you can also make something, well, I wonder if this, I didn't even think about that, but that's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. So anything that will fit in there, you can instantly turn into it, whether it's flat, if you have a little cabochon, whatever you want to add in there that fits in there, you can instantly turn into a bead with 2 holes in it. So the settings have 2 holes running through them, and we just got these settings for a lot of the different stones that we carry in a whole bunch of different sizes. So if you go online and you search for the settings, you'll find, I'm not going to rattle them all off because I'm not going to get them right, but we got a whole bunch of different ones. I know we got them for navettes and different sizes and shapes. So check that out, because then you can, if you have a stash of Rivolis that you bought at one time, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with them, or some stones that you thought were really awesome, but you, like the bezeling maybe didn't work out for you. There just may be a bezel for you.
Can I give a little tip too for putting
Absolutely.
it in? I didn't think about this before, but when I started working with little bezels like this, I would have trouble folding these down.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be careful not to crunch your crystal, but if you fold down them part of the way, all the way around, and then fold them down a little more, all the way around with your wide flat nose pliers, or go opposites, do it that way, then you get it.
Yeah, that's actually a really good tip, because with the settings, we're gonna, I think we're gonna be expanding the line of settings, or including some different kinds of settings. So you probably want to get good at doing that. And I love the idea of doing opposites. So starting with one, moving to the other one, and when you hold your crystal in there, keeping your pressure on the center and not on the side, because then you're just going to push it, then you're just going to force it out of the setting. And we've all seen those crystals that are like kind of wonky in the setting, and you're like, who did that, you know? So don't be that person. But you will be that person the first couple times you do it. So that's another good reason to have 2, is you have a practice one and then you have an extra.
Smart.
Just in case you end up breaking one as you try to like unfold it and put it back. And then we also have the Freshwater Pearl mix. So this was a fun little like box exclusive mix. These are Freshwater Pearls, and you get them in a couple of different colors. I just thought these were so fun, and a project that we're going to do next week, the live that we're going to do, I'm going to use these. So a few different colors you would have received them in, and they're just like a good little mix of pearls, great for some simple stringing. Pearls do have smaller holes, so if you're going to use them with wire, the wire will go through some of them definitely, but because it's a mix, some of them may be a little bit smaller, so you just want to be aware of that. You'll want like a thinner gauge wire if you're using wire, or you know, in general, just a thinner stringing material.
Is my little one that I made over there under your bags?
Did I throw it your way?
I made a little one with silk cord, and the pearls, and I can just explain it, but
There it is.
So I love having just the little irregular ones there. Those are my favorites.
Yeah, so this is just on a little silk cord, and you have 2 in the center there, and then you have some of that Amazonite from I think a box or 2 ago.
February.
Yeah. So lovely. A little bit of pearl goes a long way. A lot of people do. I think Allie wears it sometimes doing her videos too, where she just has a single pearl on a piece of leather with a knot on either side. So pearls are one of those things that you don't have to have a ton. They're just really pretty. They're freshwater pearls. They're not glass pearls, and some of them are dyed and some of them are natural colors. I did mixes so that you have, there's like a blue mix, there's a mix that's a little creamier, I think one that's a little more brown.
Green.
This pink mix, yep, the greenish mix. So you're going to get a variety in like a certain range of color.
Somebody asked about the quantity, and if your bag has smaller pearls, you'll have a few more, but some of the bags that have the really big honkers, you get less.
Yeah, it's a weight, so you have to get big honkers. I like that.
Lucky.
Yes, yeah, so you'll just have some different kinds of projects to do with that. But yeah, that's adorable. Just
Thanks.
Very simple. And then last thing we included was the Beadalon Wire. So we included this a little while back too in February, and so we gave you some more. So it's always nice to have something to string. And this is more of that 49 strand. And this is the 0.018, so it's a pretty standard size. It's not too thick, but it's on the thicker size. And this would be a great way to use your pearls too, is just to do something like it's a thick enough strand of Beadalon that you could just add a little bead, a little stop bead, little crimp bead on either side, or if you're really good, you can add just a dab of glue and slide that pearl over and let it set. But that's a little trickier. But then you won't see crimp beads. And then you can just put an end on that, and that's a really pretty necklace all by itself. And if you get some of those big honkers, then you can have one big honker. Yeah. Just put one in the center there, and instantly very chic kind of necklace. So love the ideas for the pearls. Thank you. And I'm going to use those, I think I already mentioned, next week in the live tutorial that we're going to do. So I have an idea for them, but lots and lots of things you can do with pearls. Again, like a little pearl goes a long way. More ideas for pearls. I have so many, and they're not being used. Oh, that's so sad. Pearls are one of my favorites. I know they're one of Allie's favorites. Pearls and Amazonite.
Oh, that's funny. Sure. That's what I put on that. Pearls and Amazonite. Yeah.
Oh, she would love that necklace.
I'll leave it here for her.
So that's it. That's our box in a nutshell. Not really a nutshell. It's a pretty big shell.
Yeah,
that's our box in a box.
Can I say something about it? It just occurred to me that you get all of these.
We didn't talk about this.
Yeah, the bonus pack. You get all of these materials that you can sample before buying big spools, like with the beading wire, the settings, the new Potomac's wire.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have a couple of different kinds of stringing material in here, and we don't usually include a lot of string material. So you have
and that.
Yeah, you have this, so you can do beaded beads, you have wire, and you have string material. So if you didn't have string material, now you have string material. And then the bonus pattern, we always include a bonus pattern if you get the XL box. And this month we went with the Fields of Wheat necklace. So we included somewhere floating around here, you have the super duos. So the Fields of Wheat necklace uses super duos and crystals. So the super duos are a great way to learn that herringbone, because it's a herringbone, right? Yeah, it's a herringbone. So it's a herringbone, and you have seed beads, of course, aplenty. So it's a great way to practice your herringbone. And you can take this Fields of Wheat necklace pattern, and you can take a couple of the instructions here, and you can just do a simple bracelet if you want. Of course, you can get all the materials on PotomacBeads.com and make the whole necklace. It's also a kit, so if you want to just get the kit, go for it. Just get the kit.
I just realized too that with the ones in the box, you could do a little pair of earrings.
Yeah, you could do a little pair of earrings. So just do a section of this and hang something down from it in the center instead of the briolet. You can pick up something else and make yourself a cute little pair of earrings.
Like a disc duo.
Yeah. Like a disc duo or a pearl. And yeah. So.
Leaf. All of it.
All of it. Any of it. So it's about that time where we have exhausted all the materials. I have nothing left to talk about.
Should we talk about that one last time?
I have lots of things to talk about, but you don't want to hear it. Nothing you guys want to hear about. So remember, lots of people are commenting, so I think we did a pretty good job of reminding people that the giveaway is happening. So you are going to get a chance to win a little Hawaiian vacation. You're going to get everything in this box. You're going to get this box, the XL. So everything that we just showed you. And of course, all the inspiration on the landing page and everything that goes with it. So, and also if you get the box, then you will also have most of the materials, or pretty much all of the materials, to do the project that we're going to show you next week when we do it live. So all that fun stuff that goes with getting the box, even if you don't have the subscription. So thank you guys for commenting. We are going to head off here and figure out who's going to get that amazing box. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging in there with us. Remember to like and subscribe so you get the notifications, so you know whenever Jenny and I are on, and we randomly and very ramblingly talk about beads and give you some ideas that you may or may not want to use. Post office getting faster. It's about time. Thank you. Any parting words, Jenny?
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Okay, great. So we're going to.
Oh, one more parting word.
Yes.
We won't send you the free box that we just mixed all up. You'll get
maybe we will.
Box.
Maybe
unless
you
want it.
Pour all of this
into the box.
If you get a box with a whole lot of things mixed up in one bag,
you win.
You win. It's going to be worth something one day when we're famous and you can say we touched it.
They jumbled all these together.
I'm pretty sure that they spit on these beads as they were talking on the live. It makes it worth a lot more money. No, I'm going to collect all these and then I'm going to have fun playing with it. So that's what's going to happen with this. So, okay, thank you guys again. And yep, we will announce that on Facebook, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to come to your home with a box, with a big box like the Publishers Clearinghouse check. You got this big box and all the beads are this big. Okay. So I know it's time to go when I'm getting a little nutty and crazy. I know it's time to go. So thank you guys again. Like, comment, and all that good stuff. And we will announce on Facebook who won the giveaway. Oh, look at all the emojis. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Just people saying goodbye. Okay. Okay, we'll see you guys on Facebook.
Bye.